Hello, everyone. I'm Larry.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. First carry for the former Florida State man. It's Carlos Williams. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 53 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
The Redskins send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that one will be accepted. On play action, they'll throw.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
To throw now in his own end zone. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. And now here's a carry heading left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man And wide open, complete. A big 30-yard play on third. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Handoff as they run the counter play. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Carter, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff looking right. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 59 yards.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit, and he made himself available on that one.
They'll set up to throw. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. It's a close game here early on. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Carlos Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now back out comes the offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Like, gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guy's trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This one from 48 yards away. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. A beautiful fake. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covers well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Redskins send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Able to slither by, and now running right through it. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his football. Go get him, Larry.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
And that makes it 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. And this one complete to Hankerson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Come on, let's go!
Keeps himself upright. Busts through the tackle. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. This is intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Armadillos are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Redskins won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Armadillos on 1st and 5. Jenkins is going to look for space, and they cap off this drive with a touchdown. They strike first in the half. Now to early in the second quarter. Lucas has got it on the run, and he caps off the 7-play drive with a score. We're tied back up at 7. 1st and 10. Pass will be completed out of the gun. This goes for a touchdown. Now to late in the second. Pass will be completed over the middle. And this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Still late in the first half, the pass ends up being picked off. Hardin's reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. They want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they try the right side here. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
The offense on third down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come on, let's go!
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. $12 yards to go on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll look to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On third down, that's Lucas, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd down following the run.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schmidt. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schmidt. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. Now heavy Redskin pressure, and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. Touchdown, Redskins. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. And the Packers adding to their totals there and their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
And he knocks it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Austin as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. This offense so far on third down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Over the middle, complete. That's Schmidt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On play action, they'll throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you...
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Flex round! Flex round!
quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you if you're taking charge?
Going to give this time to the tailback. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schmidt. A gain of 6 there on 1st. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Second down and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. One incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Over the middle, complete. That's Schmidt. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. But
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there. Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question. Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this one down to the 10. Now here's whistles and another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Redskins on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Back to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins are going to win the football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Redskins, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Austin, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.